Let's meditate. Everything is alive. I'm one of them. Breathe in, breathe out. I wonder if rocks would breathe in and breathe out. They are quiet. They are in their form. That's much I am. I'm sitting on the rock, so it hurt a little bit. I have a towel to sit on, but today I feel more than usual. Maybe I was sitting on the beach the other day, much more comfortable. There's a room for improvement here. But I'm stuck with it for now. Let me do some random talk. I don't know why I'm in this mood. Maybe because when I woke up, I felt the fingers, a sign of arthritis. My pinky finger has a little bump. And yesterday, maybe it's not appropriate to talk about this, but it's sort of interesting. I'll try to be quick. Someone asked me about how to use AI. And I haven't responded this way, but the way I thought to respond is be curious, ask questions. So what I did this morning was kind of related to that. The sign of arthritis. So I asked, I feel like I'm having this arthritis, what do I do? To long story short, there are 3 or 4, maybe 3 Q&A. And each time I get into closer to what I want. So at the end I came up with some solution. So in this case, the process was asking the question. Gemini said, consult doctor, and then I said, give me, I don't know what I said, but basically get deeper. And they talked about turmeric and cumin or whatever the term. That's one of the items I discovered something new, which is the dosage, how much you need. I do exercise, use the ball, and also it said in the morning you tend to have more pain. So after 3 or 4 questions, I got all the answers I wanted. I felt I'm not so serious, but I can start to prepare what to do. So it's a back and forth process of asking a question and getting the answer. And once it's done, it's done. My question was answered, and I have some idea. Then my mind goes back to calm. And if there's no questions, then I stay there. Maybe my mind would talk about the feeling of the rock underneath. Then I resolve it by repositioning, and then my mind goes calm. So in a way, I'm using my mind, using the AI as my partner. But I'm the one to ask the question, and the answer goes every which direction. It's like a delusion. You just point to the key area and ask the right question. So when you meditate, you may have some thought, whether it's arthritis, or what to do tomorrow or today, or some concern you had from yesterday. Then, just like I talked with AI, go back and forth. With AI is like my mirror. I ask the question, looking at myself and the issues I want to talk about, and let them talk back to me. Then I'd sort things out. This is irrelevant. So when you say this is irrelevant, it is a way of awakening, if you want to call that. Because you are clarifying things to get to the root of whatever the issue is. So if you have that habit going and keep on digging, is this more important or is this less important compared to the other question? That may be one question too. So you nail it to get to the key issues. And if that is so important, just stay with it. You ask the question, get the answer in your mind, ask the question, and there's no answer, let's say. You get to the point there's no easy answer. Then be in that state, because you get to narrow it to what's really important, and you get stuck. But you don't need to feel you're stuck. If you are stuck, That's your ego, your self-identity. So you go beyond that. Just be. Not you, but let the universe to solve the problem. In other words, you just be quiet. You did your job. Like you asked AI, you get the answer. You asked again and sort things out. And at the end, okay, that's where you are. So instead of seeking or pushing question, you get to the point of being quiet. So working with AI and let's say meditation in this way, for example, you start to wonder, why am I sitting? This is painful. You ask again, why painful? Because you're not relaxed, you are busy in your mind. Why don't you calm your mind? And you said you can't because rock is hard. Okay, what can you do? Nothing. Unless it's bleeding or something happening, you may accept it and just be. And if you just stay there with calm and quiet mind, something magical may happen. For example, right now, I can feel a pain on the, how do you call it, left leg outside because it's hitting on the rock. And if you don't react and just be, and not focus on the pain, all right? Just be. If you don't use your mind and just be, well, it starts to rain a little bit. It's gonna be, I think it's gonna be okay. If you just be, you are with the nature's way. If you try to get out the pain, you may be increasing the pain because you are paying attention to it, not accepting as it is. So instead of being tense, focus on your breathing. And you may find it's not the end of the world. I may feel a pain, but not as much. There's a psychological element. But if you try to convince yourself you are doing something unnecessary. So you accept it. Just be. What did I say in the other video? I think I said about the nyo, or as it isness. Accept as it is. This may be counterintuitive. If you have your ego, who want to even conquer the world, that's not the path. It may be totally stupid to think like you can conquer the world. When you breathe in and breathe out, learn to be relaxed, let go. You may even start to enjoy the breathing and the sense of aliveness. You may even feel that you are in nirvana because your mind is off. Mind creates lots of monsters, and we get pulled into it to fight against something or to conquer something, to prove something. That's what mind does. But beyond the mind, there's something. You may enjoy the breathing in and out. You may forget yourself. Does pain exist? Yes and no. But it is as it is. There's a saying, let me think how it's said in Japanese first. If you if you eliminate or dispatch or throw away the mind and body, Shinto, even if you are in fire, you feel calm or something like that. So it depends on your mind state. The situation changes. I feel great. I don't feel much pain. depend on my state of mind. What I see, feel may be different. You have a good day. I don't know what to do with this pain. Maybe I'll find a better way. I don't know. If there's a will, there's a way. You have a good day. Ouch.